Hi, my name is Mike. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a YouTube banner for your YouTube channel that is very easy and simple to make. For those who are either entry level into YouTube or have been at this for a couple months, few months, full year, you always want to convey a good image of yourself, whether it be digitally or in person. YouTube allows you to do this very easily with their channel art feature. I believe that this was only a feature enabled for people who were partnered a couple years back, but now it is a feature that is available to everyone who has a YouTube account. A couple of things you're going to want to have before we get started is obviously Photoshop. That's the main program we're going to be using for the banner today. In addition to Photoshop, you're going to also want to have, or at least I recommend having, a very nice font to utilize. Photoshop comes pre-installed with fonts that look great, but you can honestly find better ones online in my opinion. I recommend using defont.com. They have a wider range of fonts available from fancy to holiday and everything in between. Before downloading a font, you're going to want to check the usage rights for said font. To do this on defont.com, if you look at the right above the download button for the font that you want to download, the usage rights is listed right above the download button. For Grapple BRK, which is the font we're using today, the usage rights is listed as free. This means I'm able to download, share, and modify as I please. Now, if we were to go to a font like Spleen Machine, it is only free for personal use, therefore I am limited to only using it on my computer. Okay, so I have already downloaded Grapple BRK, but if you were to download your own font, you would click download, and it zips as a zip file, so you're going to want to have some type of program that allows you to unzip the zip file. Go ahead and save, open, click the TTF file, true type font file type, and double click it. I would double click it, but again, I already have it installed. Upon double clicking, you'll see another screen pop up that asks you to install. You gotta have administrator access to install, and yeah, so let's get started. Go ahead and open Photoshop. One more thing actually. In addition to having a cool font, you also want to have a YouTube banner template. These are free online as well, and you gotta have it because YouTube uses very specific size specifications for the dimensions of the banner. I recommend going to darroweaves.com/how to customize your YouTube One channel. You don't have to type all that in, as I will have a link for it in the description. Again, it is free to download, and I highly recommend you utilize it to the max potential. Now we are ready to begin. Let's go ahead and open Photoshop and open the template. I have it saved in a YouTube layout folder. Now mine already had some font built into it. I'm going to go ahead and delete that and delete this one. Okay, so this is the template itself. When I first downloaded the template, it had a lot of layers visible that I didn't need for the final product. So I kept it minimal to these three layers: the keep free for avatar layer, the logo safe area layer, which is the red rectangle, and the link safe area layer. The logo safe area is essentially where you want to keep your logo positioned. The keep free for avatar area is what you want your logo that you're creating to avoid. And the link safe area is where you can feature all your channel links. And I have it set as a sort of transparent background, just because it makes the links stand out a little bit and it's not interfering with the background. Before we begin typing what we want our logo to be, we're going to reset all tools. You could do this by clicking on whatever, or right-clicking on You drop down arrow for whatever tool you're using. Upon doing that, you would click reset all tools, and a pop-up menu will show on screen asking you, do you really want to reset all tools to the default settings? We're going to click OK. Tools have been reset. You're also going to want to reset your essentials. Easy way to do this is by going to Window, Workspace, and Reset Essentials. So let's begin typing. Go ahead and click somewhere in the logo safe area. Drag out a text box. As you can see, my insertion point is at 6 points. You're going to want to go to the set font size button up here, and upon moving the hand cursor onto it, double arrows will appear on both the left and right sides of the hand cursor. Drag to the right to make it bigger. To fill up the text box, I'm going to leave it at about 120 point font. Close enough. Type out what you want. I'm typing example for tutorial purposes. Now, as you can see, it's a very basic text. You're going to want to tend to avoid very basic text. Again, the goal of this is to make your YouTube channel stand out, not look bland. That's where the font that we downloaded comes into play. So I'm going to scroll through here and look for the font that I downloaded, which was Grapple BRK. I already have the text highlighted. I'm going to click that font, and bam, Grapple BRK is now the font. I'm going to go to the Move tool and re-proportion this accordingly. You can do this by clicking on the layer with the Move tool and clicking Control T. That opens up the Transform tool, and as you can see, I can modify this both vertically and horizontally. So I'm going to size it identical so that it matches with the logo safe area. Now we're going to add some effects, but before doing this, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the safe area, as I already have the dimensions for the text that I'm using set to where I like it, and I have it positioned properly. So make sure you are on the text, and we're going to go to the FX button. And here you will see a wide variety of effects you can add to the text. I'm going to be using 3 very basic effects. First one being bevel and emboss. Now what this does is it makes it look like a 3D sort of it coming at you or going into the screen. I'm going to have it coming at me, and easy way to do this is selecting outer bevel. Now the technique is smooth. You can go to chisel hard. I like chisel hard. It makes it really stand out. And we're going to leave the dimensions for everything else, the size, soft, and we're going to leave it all at the default settings. Next, we're going to go to gradient overlay. Gradient is a mix of 2 colors, and you can create your own colors by using the gradient editor by clicking the gradient one time. This pop-up menu will open, and then you can pick 2 color stops. We're not going to be using that. I have pre-made colors already selected. I'm going to be using my blue over white. Looks great, looks awesome, and that's only with the gradient. We're going to add one more effect to this, and that is the outer glow. I'm going to make my outer glow a, let's see how that looks. So as you can see, it doesn't really pop out. So an easy way to fix this is going to spread and going to size. So we're going to make the size 35 and turn the spread down to about 15 maybe. Looks great. Alright, so there is the logo. Now, as I said before, this is very basic YouTube banner. There's not going to be much that is flashy except for your text. I'm just doing this for tutorial purposes and trying to make this make it easy on someone who's maybe a beginner in Photoshop. I am new into graphic editing myself. I'm an entry-level graphic artist, but I am learning as you guys learn, and that's the great thing about this whole experience. What I am teaching you is either something I have recently learned myself or have, been learning it for maybe not a long time, but long enough to have a good understanding of it. And that's really the main goal of this channel. I want to spread knowledge from one computer screen to another. And I think YouTube is a terrific way to do that. So, as stated before, we already have the example layer created. Looks great. It is size very good, and it is positioned very well. Now we're going to get rid of the layers that we don't need anymore, which are the keep free for avatar safe area and the link safe area. Actually, I'm going to keep the link safe area just because it makes the channel links stand out. So we are only going to get rid of the free for avatar safe area. Easy way to do this is by clicking the layer visibility eye icon. So by unclicking the eye and disabling that eye, I have gotten rid of the transparent background. And by clicking the layer visibility icon for the text, I have gotten rid of the keep free for avatar. Now we're ready to save. File, you're going to want to save this as two files. First one being the PSD. Reason you're going to do this is for quick edits. In case you maybe want to come back in the future and edit or add on to it. I don't know why I called that desktop. We're going to rename it example. I saved it to my desktop. Now that's the PSD version. Then we're going to want to go to save as again and switch it from a PSD document to a JPEG file. And we're going to name it, yeah. That's what we're going to name it. We're going to name it yeah. Save it to the desktop. Make sure your image quality, I set it to the maximum, which is 10, and everything else is good. Click OK. As you can see, I have both the PSD version and the JPEG version saved in my desktop. To upload it, we're going to go to the YouTube channel, go to the settings, my channel, and here's the channel art that I already have. In order to add yours, you're going to want to go to the top right of the channel art box, click the pencil, edit channel art, and then you would select the photo that you just recently saved. Again, it's not going to be the Photoshop document, as that is a file that is not allowed to be uploaded through YouTube, which is why we saved it as a JPEG image. You would double click this and it would begin uploading. I would do it, but I already have my channel art selected or added to the channel. Actually, I might be able to still show you what it would look like without saving it. So as you can see, it's uploading. Alright, yeah, I could still cancel it. This is what it would look like on every device. So this is what it looks like on the desktop. This is what it would look like if someone was viewing my YouTube channel on a TV. And this is what it would look like on a mobile YouTube application. So I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to save it. I already have my YouTube channel art added, and I'll probably be updating it in the future. But yeah, that is it. That is how you create a very simple YouTube banner. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope I made it as easy as possible. I'm sorry for any mishaps that happened during the video. I'm new to this. I'm going to be uploading on a more consistent basis, and that is going to allow me to get better at commentary. But I really hope I helped all of you out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'm even open to private messages. I will respond to all of you. I really want to be interactive with those who are viewing my videos. And again, thank you for visiting. The next video I upload will probably be a tutorial on how to use the recording software known as Fraps. Again, thanks for visiting, and I'll see you guys later.